everyone, it's Sheila with Little Shop of Journals. I hope that everyone is doing well and your families are doing well. It's been a while since I've been on here, but this is I wanted to share with you my latest journal. It's taken me quite a while to complete this. You know, everybody has life going on in spite of COVID. So I just wanted to take a quick moment of your time and share my latest creation. This journal was truly inspired by three people altogether. Number one, my cover was inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations. During her 100-day project, challenge rather, one of her challenges was to make a Bohemian journal. I think it was a journal cover anyway. I don't know if she didn't make a complete journal, but maybe a mini one. But her cover she did it in beautiful fabrics, and I know we all do that, but sometimes when you watch someone do something like that, it just sparks that inspiration in you, and that's what inspired me to finally make a boho journal, as this is my first one ever. I always tend to go to the vintage style for whatever reason, but I must say I truly enjoyed making this, even though it was out of my element. The other person is Robin Dudley Howes, the Artsy Bohemian. I've been watching a lot of her videos, and I've taken a couple of her courses actually, and was equally inspired by her. Third, but not last, or least, is the photo on the cover. This is a distant cousin of mine. Actually, it was my grandmother's cousin. Her name is Mable Cameron. And Mable has a very unique and sad story. This is the original photo that my grandmother gave me many years ago, probably 30 years ago or thereabout. My grandmother gave me all of her family photos, and you know, I would go over, she would tell me about her childhood, and you know, her grandparents, of course, that I never met. You know, they had passed long before I was ever born. But she would just give me family bits of information and, you know, that type of thing. Well, Mable, I think, number one, is just beautiful. I don't know when this photo was actually taken of her, but this is my grandmother's writing. Mable Cameron Rozak, she must have married a gentleman with the last name Rozak. She's the daughter of my grandmother's aunt and uncle, who were both killed in a tornado with 5 of their children on June 26, 1912, in Merwin, Missouri. What a horrific tale, right? Well, Mable was the only survivor of that. And I've long wanted to include her photo in a journal. So that's what I've done. I've put Mable on this cover. I don't know what or where her life led her. I don't know. I just look at it. I see a survivor. And I think maybe she was sort of a free spirit. So that's where my inspiration came from. You can see I've used different types of fabric as the base for the journal. This doily I used on the spine, I actually purchased at a Salvation Army for 49 cents. I have 2 trims at the bottom. One is a beaded trim that I just fell in love with and thought I've been hoarding it for a while, and thought what a Great opportunity to use it. Sari ribbon for the tie. Has a big purple button here that I attached with sari ribbon. The closure here are done with eyelets. So if you don't like the colors I chose or you want to change it, it's easily done. So this measures 9 by 6. It's 2 signatures, and it has 64 plus pages in it. As you can tell, it's quite bulky. The inside is fabric. I made a fabric pocket. The kit that I used, I have this wrote down, is by Amy Joy Studios, Bohemia, Boho Journal, and also a second kit from her, the printable journal pages. So I'll show those as we go through. I've made mini bead dangles, and there's a lot of charms in here as well. This one has bells, a little bauble there. This is part of the kit. I printed this page twice and then cut out the bloom wild and free and stitched around it and glued it on for a little bit of, I don't know. So it looks more like a label and not just flat lying there. A flip here, turning spot here, pocket, tag. I'm just going to try to go through this pretty quick. This is a Sears and Roebuck page. This is one of the printable journal pages that I mentioned. Bead dangle I made. This one has coins. Another dangle. That's made from a pair of costume jewelry earrings. This is a double pocket in here. This came from the kit. A lot of the photos in here are from Mrs. Cogs, which I'm sure you're familiar with. This is a stamp. I watched Rachel at Roxy Creations make stamps out of with napkins a while back, and I used one of those that I made. Little pocket with tag. This flips out. Rusty paper clip with postcard. Little corner tuck here on vintage music paper with a tag. This was part of that kit. It says Mary Pickford, the mender of nets. Free Spirit. This is a pop-up page. This is from one of the courses I took by Robin Dudley Howes. Little notebook, tag, another long notebook. This is Tim Holtz. Pocket with the tag. There were a few small images in that kit. I think this is the only one I ended up using, but I used that glossy accents on it. It's the first time I tried that. Didn't come out perfect, but it is shiny, and I thought it went well on the journal. Trifold. Just some added, excuse me, journaling spot there. That's by I think that's part of the Antique Garden Book Collection by Ruby and Pearl XO. This was a tutorial I watched by the Paper Outpost for this butterfly my mind just went blank. Belly band. This is all a little notebook that I made out of fabric, imaged by Mrs. Cogs, and just added some extra paper there for journaling. I just stuck a glassine bag and a library index card in there for you to create whatever you would like to. It's another one of those stamps that I had made. Blame it on my gypsy soul. This too, I just cut out from a sheet of the kit and stitched around it and put it on here. On this tab I have a little heart, some sequins and beads, which I know are sewn on in not correctly, but I did the best I could. I'm alright with the way it is. And a little button and fuzzy ball. A firefly here. Glassine envelope. I decoupaged with napkin. Some sari ribbon and trims. Another image by Mrs. Cogs. This, I think, was in the kit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was inside the kit. Another tab with bell and coins. Bead dangle. I think this was from a kit that I had purchased a long time ago by Nick the Booksmith. Pretty sure that's where that came from. Just some more. I think this is from the kit, the Ruby and Pearl. This was a tag I made. Trying to follow along Arty Maze, but you know, no one can do Arty Maze like our Arty Maze, but this was my attempt. Thought I would include it. This is vintage journal, or yeah, journal page. And I used a paper clip that says smile. Because you can see she needs to. Another dangle I made. This is another tag. This is part of the kit. I just used some of the paper from a page I didn't use. Trifold with a another journaling card on a rusty paper clip. Vintage music paper. This is once again glassine bag. I just did some stamping and stenciling. Made a tag here. This was to another page of the kit that I didn't use, that I just used some of the paper to make this tag. And put that on there as a flip. Bead dangle I made. This is the dictionary page that I used the page that had Bohemian and just sewed around that. Pocket. This was inspired by the Paper Outpost. Another bead dangle. Hope. This is the center of this one. And I'll tell you, I feel like if there's a mistake, this is the mistake that I made, but I chose to leave it. I knew when I was making this envelope that I wanted this trim on the bottom of it, and I thought, oh, how cool it could be, hang out the edge. Little did I know, or realize at the time, I was completely sewing my pocket in incorrectly, or my envelope in incorrectly. So got it all in and everything. Then as I was going through, I was like, what have I done? I could have changed it. I'd have to take my trim off, which I didn't want to, so I left it. And you can still get in there to put some stuff in there. I just really liked the way it looked, went with the page, and I just didn't want to take it out. You know, you could easily take it out if you so choose. I just thought, I don't know, I just really love this envelope. It's paper, some paper, and fabric combined. It's fabric lined. Has some trims, of course, on it. But I just really love the way the envelope came out and how nice it went with this paper. This is a little fabric flip. I'm just using this little paper clothespin to hold that down. Some sari ribbon, pen with another bead dangle. That's the other side of the dictionary page. She flies with her own wings, and I added a little bead dangle. Just some vintage paper with you know what it is. My goodness, what is wrong with me today? I'm really having an issue with memory today. Journaling card. And another little flip. Did a little bit of stamping on it, as you can see, for another spot for some added journaling space. Feather. Some more of that vintage journal. Another flip. Once again, I cut out from the paper kit. I cut out Bohemia, sewed around, added that on there. These are really pretty. I just love this fabric. This is just muslin that I stamped on, and then a mix of papers. The sun came from the same kit that I cut out of one of the pieces of paper. Another tag that I made with napkin, some Tim Holtz. Goes in this little pocket. Journaling space here. A little pocket out of a bingo card. This is fabric and paper. Sari ribbon. I just think this is so pretty. And on the back pocket, just carried that pocket from the front completely across. This is vintage trim. And a couple journaling cards. I didn't count the amount of beads, bead dangles, and charms, but as you can see, there are several on there. That took a long time doing that. Did I tell you it's 2 signatures? I think it's 64 plus pages. Things have been tea stained, coffee stained, inked, sewed. I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. I really am. It feels nice in your hand. And I just sort of feel like I have a personal connection to it because of Miss Mable here. But anyway, that's my journal. I hope that you like it. And thank you for stopping by. I'm currently working on 3 projects at one time. I've become really inspired lately, and am really enjoying getting back into my crafting. But I am working on 3 projects right now, and hopefully be able to share those relatively soon. And I do have a video. I want to do a craft room video. Not because I have any big expensive craft room or anything like that, but I was recently able to move from a area that was about 5 foot by 6 feet maybe, up into one of the rooms in our home. So, the smallest bedroom that we have, but I just want to share that because I want to show people you don't need a big fancy craft room to be able to create. I want to show you the space that I was in and have worked in for probably 6 or 7 years since I've been doing this, and now the space that I have. Nothing fancy, but I just want to share it. So I have that. My husband's going to be building some shelves in the closet in this room. So I wanted to get that done. And plus, even though I have like the table and pieces in place, like I really have to sort through drawers and all that type of thing before I would want you to see the mess that I have. But anyway, so that'll be coming out soon, I hope. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting for him to do that so I can really, take some time to organize things. But with that being said, I hope that everyone is safe, healthy, happy, and I will see you all very soon. And once again, thank you so very much for visiting my channel and the support and kind comments that so many of you leave for me. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.